Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Heart-Shaped Box by Katie Splendor, and she's been creating actually a whole bunch of pretty cool puzzles, so I've enjoyed actually quite a few of her puzzles that she's set. And hopefully this is also one of those. Anyways, let's get to the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid, or fill each cell in the entire grid with a single digit from 1 through 9, such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is in this case is a box. We also have slow thermometers, where digits along a gray thermometer must increase or stay the same as they go from the bulb to the tip. So basically, they cannot decrease along the slow thermometer. So basically, you could have something like 2 here and 2 here, and that would be valid on the slow thermometer because it's not decreasing. So that is a potentiality there. And that's how slow thermometers work. We also have a parity line, where neighboring digits on a red parity line must alternate between being even and odd. So for example, if this were, say, a 5, that means any neighboring digit must be of the opposite parity. So since 5 is odd, these digits would have to all be even because they are of opposite parities than the 5. And that's an example of how parity works. We also have Kropki dots, where digits separated by a white Kropki dot differ in value by 1 or are consecutive. And digits separated by a black Kropki dot have a value ratio of 1 to 2. There are no negative constraints. So as an example, if this were, say, a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7 to have a difference of 1, or essentially be consecutive. If this were, say, a 4, this would be a 2 or an 8 to maintain the ratio of 1 to 2 between them. And those are examples of how Kropki dots work. And finally, we have V-sums, where digits separated by V sum to 5, and there are no negative constraints. So, for example, if this were, say, a 2 here, this would have to be 3, because these two digits must add up to 5. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, so the easiest way, well, there are many things actually you could go through. Let's go to the, well, there's a couple of really restrictive ones. Let's go on the black Kropki dots in column 5. So anytime you have a single digit that is next to 2 other digits, unique digits, and it's basically in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 unique digits, this digit has to be a 2 or 4. And the 2 is surrounded by a 1-4 pair, and the 4 is surrounded by a 2-8 pair. Therefore, in column 5, that would eliminate 2 or 4 in the rest of the column. Well, if 2 and 4 are eliminated from this black Kropki pair, you can't have 1, 2 anymore. You can't have 2, 4, obviously. You can't have 4, 8. That leaves only a 3 and a 6 in the rest of as the black Kropki pair. So this must be 3 or 6 here. That leaves the remaining digits in column 5 as 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. Right? Because 2 or 4 has to be here. 3 and 6 are both here because of the 3-6 pair. Therefore, this is 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. Well, obviously, this is a minimum of 1. That means this is a minimum of 2. This is also a minimum of 2 because it could be the same digit, but this has to be greater than that digit because it's in the same box. So this is at minimum of 3, this is minimum of 4. Okay, so yeah, I'm going along the slow thermometer. When I was debating the approach to go, I was debating between two restrictions, and that was the slow thermometer and the column, which has 5 Kropke dots in it. That's pretty restrictive. Um, so I started with the Kropke dots, and now I'm going on the other one path that I was thinking of. So this digit, which is the slow thermo, which is basically going from the bulb to the tip on the slow thermo, looking at what the minimum possibility is for each cell, and then going back from the tip to the bulb, looking at what the maximum for each cell could be. And then that will restrict all of the cells on the thermometer. So again, this could be 1. This has to be greater than that cell, so this is 2. This could be the same as this cell, so it's 2. This is greater, that's 3. This is greater, that's 4. This could be the same, so this is 4. And this, since this is at minimum 4, it's also at maximum 4 because we have a V here. And the only digits that can add up to 5 are 1 and 4 or 2 and 3. And since 4 is the maximum here, and the minimum, it has to be 4. So this is 4, this is 3, this is 2, this is 2, this has to be a 1. So there cannot be a 1 in the rest of column 5. Therefore, this can't be 1. This has to be a 2-8 pair surrounding a 4. So this 4 is here. This can't be 2 or 8. That eliminates 2 and 8 in the rest of the column. So it's 5, 7, or 9. Both of these are odd. That means these have to be even. So since this is odd here, these cells all have to be even, and this cell has to be even because it's next to odd, which forces these cells to be odd. 3 is only in a 1 to 2 ratio with 6, so this is 6. This must be 6 since it's the even digit out of 3 and 6, and this must be 3. This can't be 8 anymore. This is 1 and 4 adding up to 5. This could be 4 at minimum. This digit is greater than a 4, this digit here, because they're in the same row, so this is at least a 5. This could be the same digit as that, so this is at least a 5. But this digit is greater than this digit, so it must be at least a 6. This digit is greater than that digit because it's in the same row, so this must be at least a 7. This could be the same, so this is 7. This has to be greater than that, so it must be 8 at minimum. This must be greater than that, it must be 9 at minimum, and 9 is also the largest digit in a Sudoku, a normal Sudoku puzzle. So therefore, since this is a minimum of 9, it also must be a maximum of 9, so this is a 9. So this is 9, this is 8, this is 7, 7, 6. This cannot be 7 or 9, so it has to be less than a 6 or equal to it. So this is 5, because this is an odd digit because of the 3, 4, 2, 6, 8 combination in the column. Therefore, this is 5, this is 4. This can't be 5. 2 and 3 add up to 5, so this is 2 and 3. 8 and 4 is in a 1 to 2 ratio, so this must be 1 and 4 to add up to 5 here. Therefore, that leaves this as a 2, 3 pair adding up to 5, because you can't have a 4 in that box. This can't be 3 because of the 3 in the row, so this is 2, this is 3. This can't be 1, 3, or 5, so this is also 7 or 9 here. That leaves this as 2 and 8. It cannot be 4, 2 and 8 here. This 2, 8, 2, 8 pair eliminates 2 and 8 from the rest of the box, so that leaves this as a 4. This can't be 5 again. This has to be 9 because it must be at least the same as this digit. So this is 9, which eliminates 9 here. So this is 7, which makes this 9, which makes this 7. These two digits add up to 5. It can't be 1, 4 because of the 4 in the box. So this must be 2 and 3. This can't be 2 because of the 2 in the column. So this is 3, this is 2. This 2 eliminates 2 here. So this is 8, this is 2. That leaves the remaining digits in row 4 as 6 and 9, but this can't be 9 because of a 9 in the box, so this is 6 and this is 9. And the rest we probably can just do from normal Sudoku. Actually, no, that's not true. We do have these things. So this is either 1, 2, 3, or 4, but if it's 1, 4, 1 is here and this is 4. So if this is 1, this is 2. Or this is 2 and 3. If this were 3, it cannot be consecutive with 2 here. 3 can also not be consecutive because these two must add up to 5, and if 3 were here, this would force this to be 2, so this couldn't be 2 and consecutive. If 3 were here, 4 could not be here because of the 4 in the column, so this can never be 3. Therefore, this is either 2. If this is 2, this has to be with 3 or 4, so if 2's here, that makes this a 1. So if this is 1, obviously this is 2 because the only digit consecutive with 1 is 2. And if this is 2, that would force a 3 to be here, so this couldn't be 3, therefore this would have to be 1. So we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in row 9, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the row. 2 cannot be here, 2 can't be here or here, 2 can't be here. Where is the 2 in this lower left-hand box? It cannot be here again, can't be here, here, can't be here, so it must be here. What else do we have? 7 could be either of these. These digits can be 8 or 9. It cannot contain, okay, where are the 3 or 4 in column 1? They can't be any of these cells because of the 3 or 4 in the box. Can't be any of these cells because of 3 or 4 in the box. Therefore, this must be a 3 or 4 pair here because those are the only spaces remaining. This can't be 3 because of the 3 in the row. So this is 4. This is 3. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're getting close to solving this. Again, this could be 8, 9. It cannot be 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. It could be 5, 6. So this would be 6 in that case, and this would be 5. Or it could be 8, 9, because 7 is not allowed in that row. Where are... We have 5, 7, and 8 remaining in this left central box. And this can't be 7 or 8, so this is 5. That leaves this as a 7, 8 pair in that box. That leaves this as a 1, 5 pair in the rest of row 6. This can't be 9, so therefore this can't be 8 to add up to be consecutive with it. The remaining digits in column 1 are 6, 7, 8, and 9, and obviously this can't be 6 or 7 because of the 6, 7 in the row. Okay. What is the rest of column 3? I guess let's start with. It's 1, 5, 7, 8. And 1, 5, 7, 8. This can't be 1, obviously. And I think that's the only restriction. What about column 4? We have 1, 4, 6, and 9. Well, 1 and 9 cannot be here, so they must be a 1, 9 pair here. That leaves 4 and 6 remaining here. In column 6, we have something similar, right? We have a 3, 5, 7, 8 as possibilities. 3 and 7 can't be here, so this must be 5 and 8, which makes this 3 and 7. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 7, which makes that 3. Where is the 3 in row 3? Can't be here because of the 3 in the box. Can't be here because of the 3 in the box, and this is removed. This is already filled. This can't be 3, so 3 must be here. That eliminates 3 from being here, so this must be 4, 1, adding up to 5. This 1 is only consecutive with 2, so this is 2. 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 5 and 1. Remaining digits in row 3 are 1, 2, 8, and 9. This cannot be 1 or 2, therefore this must be 8 or 9. Where's the 1 in row 3? It can only be here. Where's the 2 in row 3? It must be here. So this is 2, which forces this to be 8. What else do we have? That means this can't be 1. Where is the 1 in column 3? It can only be here, so this is 1. Eight cannot be either of these cells. Cannot be here either. This can't be 7 because of the 7 in the row. Where is the 8 in the upper left-hand box? Can't be here. It must be one of these two digits, which means this can't be 8. This is 7, which forces this to be 8. This can't be 7. We have a 6, 8, and 9 triplet in this upper left-hand box. That eliminates 6, 8, and 9 in the rest of the box. So this must be 5 or 7. That leaves this as 5, 6, 7, or 9. 9 obviously can't be here because of the 9 in the row. Rest of column 7, we have 1, 3, 5, 8. Well, 1 cannot be here. This is 3, 5, 8, but this can't be 3 because of the 3 in the row. Neither of these can be 3. Where's the 3 in column 7 then? It has to be here. So this is 3. That leaves this as a 1, 5, 8 triplet in column 7. 8 can't be here because of the 8 in the row. 5 can't be here because of the 5, 7 pair in the row, so this must be a 1. Which means this can't be 1. This can't be 1, so this is 9, which makes this 1. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 6, which means this can't be 6 here. The remaining digits in row 1 are 2 and 4, and 2 can't be here because of the 2 in the column, so this is 4, this is 2. Yeah, and let's just continue. We have, in column 8, the remaining digits are specifically 6 and 9. But this can't be 9 because of the 9 in the row, so this is 6, this is 9. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 8 and 9. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 5. 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 8. That leaves this as a 6. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 8. This 6 eliminates 6 here. That leaves a 5, 7 pair in row 7. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 6, which makes this 4. We have a 5, 8 pair in row 9, and this can't be 6. Where is the 6 in this lower left-hand box? Can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. It must be here. So this must be 6 and 5 to be consecutive with each other. This 5 eliminates 5 here and 5 here. So this is 7, this is 5. This can't be 5 or 7, so this is 8. This can't be 5, so this is 7. This can't be 5 or 7, so this is 9. 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 5. This is 8. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5. That leaves this as 7 and 9. And that's how you solve it. Yep. Pretty straightforward. Anytime you have 5 black Kropke dots in the same row, it limits things quite a bit, particularly if you have one that's in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 other digits. That really restricts what this could be. And then always the slow thermometer. I guess I should have gone the slow thermometer first because we would have immediately realized how limiting that was. So that was probably the more correct path, but it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.